I actually ended late today. I got so used to dealing with these short chapters that I forgot to pace myself with this chapter. And although I knew how many chapter verses were in this chapter, I read this chapter in a different Bible. And normally I look at the Bible and I see, okay, this is where I need to be by the halfway point. And I didn't do that this time, and so kind of when I turned the page, I was like, oh, there's so much more left in this chapter. And so the last few verses were like really fast. Wish I was able to talk more about the here in Mark chapter 9 in regards to the salt, how Jesus is that salt, God's righteousness is that salt, and we need to have that salt that's on us. We need to have that flavor. If we don't have the flavor of salt on us, then we're pointless. We need to be roasted on that fire. We need to become that sacrifice. There was so much that I wanted to talk about in regards to that those verses, but those last two verses I had to just basically spit it out. My sister told me afterwards, "You ended late. You ended at 8:31," because she's normally looking at the time to see if I actually end on time. And today I ended at 8:31. But yeah, but no, today went well. Today went good. Um, and perhaps maybe I wasn't supposed to focus on those two verses at the end. Maybe I was supposed to focus more on the faith that was lacking in the disciples, and how also the need for humility. The things that I focused on, maybe today people needed to hear that. I mean, at the end, nobody left the sanctuary. Normally people leave right away. People stayed in the sanctuary in prayer. And, I praise God that although I was planning to speak a lot on the last two verses, I praise God that I was able to focus on those passages, those verses that dealt with faith, and how sometimes we lack it, and how we need to rely on God to be able to do these miracles in our lives.